Hello. I thought I'd make a short video on a little portfolio I made out of two of those junk envelopes you get in the mail. I did see somebody do one online and I cannot remember who it was. I will have to look and find out. But I just finished it. I'm about to mail it off to someone. Anyway, here are the flowers. I just finished the flowers. The glue is not completely dry yet. Move it over here so you can see in the light. And there are 3 flowers in here. And this is actually a very large cluster of stones in here that shine. They don't shine well in this on the camera, but in real life they shine beautifully. And these are not plastic rhinestones. These are actually crystals. And there's a group hiding inside of that one. So this is your cluster on top. And then you open it up. It opens with a magnet. I have the magnets hidden underneath these butterflies. Right here. Turn it sideways because it is rather long. And disregard the desk. This is what my desk looks like. And this is clean for my desk. Literally, this is clean. And Tessa is happy right now because all of that stuff on the chair, it was sitting in the middle of the chair, and she was being a little pain in the tail end wildcat because she could not find a spot to lay down on the chair. So I moved it over, and now she is content. If she does not have a spot to lay on the chair, she is very, very, very unhappy. Anyway, move a couple of things here. All of my inks and things, I have a shelf. I got my first shelf up here the other night. I have my second shelf ready to go up here. So all of this piled up stuff will actually go on the upper shelf. Yay! Finally. Okay, so this opens up. I have these lined up where I can. I did have this entire side completely lined up and beautiful, but I decided I wanted to put some pockets in, and if I did it the way I wanted, it would have covered up the pretty stuff. So I turned some around and then used the matching pieces I had cut off some things to make the pockets. I actually used A3 paper to make this, which is larger than our A4. I think I used 2 sheets of A3 paper to make this, and I have some pieces left over. I have some pieces that are a little bit larger than the ones I used to make these pockets. So this is and if you notice, they do line up at the seams in places. They don't look like it in some places, but they actually do. But some of these they don't because, like I said, I turned them around to work for the pockets. And then, like I said, it folds up. And I will actually do a tutorial making one of these because it was fun to do. And I'm going to turn it over. Now the back does line up. I made sure my back lined up. Turn it around this way, and I will unfold it upside down. If I can. Let's see here. 1, lined up. Two lined up. And three lined up. And the flowers cascade down the back. Let me pull back so you can see the whole thing. It is relatively flat and fits a bit tight, so you can't put a lot of things in it, but you can write. There are some places, some empty space here, and you can put some little cards in here. Now, what I'm sticking in here to send are just some little things that I made. I'm putting in the pockets. Trying to hold a camera and do this at the same time is not the easiest thing. And there. Just to give it a little bit more different color. And I did use my sparkle pens to highlight some of the highlights in the flowers. There you can see. Just in a few places. To kind of match the highlights I have in the folds. And to be honest, I know a lot of techniques, and I know how to do a lot of different things, but I have never really put things together. I've made a few cards. I've mostly done all of my crafting on clothing. Almost everything I own has stones on it or painting on it or something. I'm just really getting started in the paper craft. Like this. My paper craft has been printing and photo editing and things like that. So this is my real beginning in paper craft. So this is actually one of my very first completed projects, if you would believe me. I did I think someone calls it a journal, but it was actually a flip card. One of those cards that you have multiple pieces and it has the ribbon in it and you flip it and they all flip down. It used to be a toy when I was a kid. My uncle made me one. I did some of those for Halloween one year. And I did the waterfall. Was it waterfall? I don't remember, but they were made a couple years ago in Stacy's group for a trade, but other than that, I haven't really done many things. So this is one of my few completed projects. So as much as many people think I've done a lot of things, not in the paper world. So I'm just really getting started. I do a lot of little things and stuff, but just getting going. This tag is going in with it that I did a couple weeks ago. Anyway, oh, here are the flowers that I used. These are the similar type. These are just very, very, very cheap ones I bought on Etsy. Not Etsy, on AliExpress. Very inexpensive ones that I took apart and remade into this cluster. And I think I'm going to do just some separate clusters that I will have ready, because this is just a 3-flower cluster that can be put together and have ready to put on something else.